Patrick Carpentier. Did he not hit anything? Now behind him, Adrian Fernandez has crashed, and Bruno Junqueira. On the left is Fernandez, the right Junqueira.
Cold tires through that flat-out kink.
And Carpentier spinning in front of them. Now there's Carpentier, the left front is gone. Pulling off in turn 6.
Oh, Pop lost it in the back straight away, and Fernandez just like bumped me in the back.
Yeah, 10-4. We know it wasn't your fault.
This with 8 laps to go in the race. You heard Carpentier on the radio. We saw Junqueira out of the car. There's Bruno Junqueira.
Bruno, his team, he was poised to make up some big ground in the points again.
Here's Carpentier's spin.
Does get into the inside wall, but not too badly.
And he says he got hit.
That was Tags that was saying Carp lost it, and then Tags got hit from behind by Fernandez.
Tagliani and Fernandez got together and hit the wall.
Wow.
Mario Dominguez threading his way through the damage. You see the tail of Junqueira's car.
And now we have a big cleanup. There was
do we red flag? No sign of it yet.
Dario had made a nice getaway on that restart. Oh, when that, look at that.
That's Tagliani who lost the left front. And the red flag is out. Scary moment for Alex Tagliani.
They cannot work on the cars.
Now the red flag is out. There'll be no work done on the cars. And 8 laps remain in the race.
This is the first time we've seen this. This is CART's effort to guarantee a green flag finish.
We saw Tagliani and Junqueira. There's Gary Barnard, senior manager of competition, just leaning out of your picture. Scott Pruitt.
Team manager for the players team, Neil Micklewright. Neil, big crash on the back straight. Any idea what happened?
I mean, I haven't spoken to Patrick, but from what I've been able to see on the TV, it looked as though Patrick started to lose it there on the back straight. He was able to keep the car under control, but obviously the cars behind him, including Tagliani and Fernandez, they all sort of checked up, and I think Fernandez hit Tag in the rear end. Obviously nothing he could do about that. It was totally unintentional, but that created quite a mess behind the problem that Patrick was having originally.
Now, Patrick was having a great day. Started back in 16th, was running right up at the front. Things look like they're going to be playing out well. Did it look like he had a little contact, or did you think it happened on his own?
No, I'm pretty sure it happened all on his own. I think with it being the restart there, I think he was being fairly, quite aggressive, and maybe the tires weren't quite warm enough. But it got away from him, but there was no contact.
Well, the players' teams, a little tough day for these guys. Let's go back up to the booth, guys.
A chaotic moment on the backstretch. There's the Simple Green safety team working on Adrian Fernandez, who is still in the car. Meanwhile, the rest of the cars are brought into the pit lane under the red flag. We'll take a break, sort things out, and return live to the streets of Vancouver in a moment. Of course, behind them, Adrian Fernandez hit the wall heavily on the driver's right, and Bruno Junqueira out as well. Here's a look at our bridge.
Last lap right now.
This in from Dr. Steve Olvey, the Director of Medical Affairs for CART. Adrian Fernandez has a large bruise and a contusion on his right hip. He'll be transferred to Vancouver General Hospital for further evaluation, but he appears to be otherwise undamaged, and that's great news. We saw Franchitti won 2 weeks ago in Vancouver, as I mentioned, and that race will be remembered for the massive accident that brought out a red flag with just a handful of laps to go, involving the driver of that car, Adrian Fernandez. Let's take you back. Patrick Carpentier spins. Alex Tagliani gets hit in the back by Fernandez in the spot shadow, and then Bruno Junqueira arrives.
Well, the guys in front had a little bit more notice than Adrian did. Both Jourdain got by, Tagliani got on the brakes. He was able to see a little further around the corner. Adrian could not, and stacked into the back. Totally not his fault, but was a victim of that. Watch the left rear of Adrian's car. That's the first knocks it off the ground there at the impact with Junqueira, and that's the first indication we had on maybe how serious that was. Borderline tragic when you see what could have happened when we look at this car.
Took 15 minutes for the safety crew to get Fernandez out of the car with a fractured hip. Earlier this week, we spoke to him at Indy.
Tagliani was basically on his brake, locked up, and as I was coming out of the corner, I couldn't stop in time, so I locked up also, but hit him from behind. At the same time I hit him, my car veered to the right, and I was 90 degrees into the track. And as soon as I start veering to the right, like 90 degrees, that's when Bruno collected me. But when he hit me right on the right side, it was, I knew I was hurt. I knew something was wrong. I didn't know what was happening, but I had a lot of pain on my lower back. And basically then the car came to stop, and I didn't know until I came to the shop the severe of the damage. My butt was here. So can you imagine, this is like 2-3 inches deep into my butt and very wide. And all that, basically what it hit here was the nose of Bruno Junqueira's car. So that's really what made the damage. But as you can see, I had a huge bruise here. And that's part of the, basically, you see this is exactly, we covered the part of the center where, you know, the nose hit me. And I'm extremely swollen here. So it's, I have shown my butt to everybody now, so everybody knows it by now.
The nose of Tagliani's car pierced even the carbon seat. Now, some of the drivers do not run a carbon seat. They just have poured foam inside. So from this, Adrian has called for all drivers to use Kevlar seats and also maybe knock the sharp nose, at least from a structure, off these cars.
Quick fix, it was Bruno Junqueira's car, not Alex Tagliani's, but it was a very, very difficult moment, and obviously Adrian Fernandez is being a good sport about it. A very, very vicious bruise. We'll have more from Adrian and more talk about the incident tonight on CART Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Derek Daly hosting as always, and then tune in live for second.